Well, it's all about the minister's special license today on Let's Go Outdoors. Hi everyone, Michael Short here. Come on, let's go outdoors, but we're indoors, and we're going to be talking with the president and CEO of the Alberta Conservation Association, Todd Zimmerling, about the minister's special license. And I guess, Todd, let's start off with just what is it, and why is it something that hunters here in Alberta should be paying attention to for an opportunity to win a raffle?
Sure. Yeah, so the Minister's Special License is a fundraising event, basically. So it's split up into two different sections. So one is an auction for tags, special tags for 6 species. So there's bighorn sheep, there's elk, mule deer, turkey, pronghorn, and moose. And I think I said 6, so yeah, that covers them all. So there's an auction for those. Those are already done. That's run by Alberta Professional Outfitters Society. And that's already happened for this year. So there's also then a resident raffle, which is what we're running, the raffle side of it. So that raffle opened up here just a couple weeks ago, and we're hoping to raise somewhere between $500,000 and $700,000 to go towards conservation activities right here in the province.
And in terms of the raffle that took place down in the States through the Alberta Professional Outfitters Society, do you have any sense of what that raised, and how does that money also come back to Alberta?
I was told the numbers. I don't remember off my head, but I do remember they were quite high. They did very well this year. So yeah, I'm approaching sort of some of the best numbers that we've had. People are bidding $200,000-$300,000 for opportunities to come up and hunt mule deer or bighorn sheep up in Alberta, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's quite popular, and it raises a lot of funds for conservation.
So the funds come in, whether it's through the sale in the States or it's through these raffle opportunities here in Alberta. How is the money dispersed, and who makes those decisions?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we've got the 6 different species license. So basically, you can buy a raffle ticket on any one of those, and a portion of the money for that species goes towards conservation work for that species. So if we raise, say $100,000 for mule deer, then 60% of that $60,000 has to go back towards work on mule deer. The other 40% can go to other a range of conservation activities. So the same happens with the other species as well. The process that we'll be using for determining what actually gets funded will be essentially getting together stakeholder groups. So we'll develop a public advisory council to sit down and look at, okay, what are conservation initiatives that we should be looking at putting this money towards. And I'm assuming we'll probably go through an RFP process where we'll send out something saying these are the particular issues that the council is interested in. So if anybody has projects that might relate to that, they can submit them, and we'll go through an adjudication process and decide where the best bang for the buck will be for conservation out of these funds.
Given the number of hunting opportunities already in Alberta with, tags, doe tags, special CWD tags, all of that type of thing, Todd, is it a bit of I guess a tougher sell to get these raffles going and get resident hunters excited about it?
Well, there's no doubt about it. We're blessed in Alberta with a wide range of opportunities for hunting big game, and so there's a little bit, I would say probably a little bit harder sell, but these tags do provide something a little bit more than we normally would get. I mean, first thing is the species that we're talking about raffling off, in most cases, you're on a draw system, so you don't automatically get to go hunt a mule deer or a moose, or a turkey for that matter, anytime you want. I mean, in the case of turkey, it might be 13, 14 years applying into the draw. Whereas if you happen to get lucky enough to have your ticket pulled this year, then you're good for being able to hunt turkey next year. Also, with these raffle licenses, when you get drawn, you actually have 12 months starting September 1 to do your hunting. So it's a 12-month license, and you can hunt the species anywhere in the province where there is an actual hunting season normally. So you can't go into a park where there isn't normally a hunting season, but if there is a hunting season, a particular WMU, you can go hunt there, and you've got 12 months to do it. Now, for some species, maybe like an elk, someone doesn't want to get the draw and then go hunt them in the middle of May. That probably isn't what they're going to look for, but you might extend your season a little bit further into the winter. Something like a turkey, well, that might be something you could look at going after for quite a few months throughout the year. A little harder to do it in the non-breeding season, but some people might be interested in trying something like that. But so there are some advantages over a regular draw for sure. The biggest one being you can go to any WMU and hunt the animal with any legal weapon. And you've got a 12-month period to do it.
Talk a little bit about the logistics of the sale of the licenses themselves, Todd, or not the licenses, but the tickets. I understand that hunters can now basically buy as many as they want, and where would they purchase them, and a cost?
Yeah, so for the first couple weeks of the raffle, what we did was we limited the total number of tickets that somebody could buy in a single day. And what we're trying to do there is ensure that one individual with deep pockets couldn't just buy all of the raffle tickets, which, when you look at the value that the auction prices went for, in our case, given the number of tickets we have, it would be cheaper to buy out all of our raffle tickets. So we've been able to eliminate that by, for the first couple of weeks, saying there's only a limited number you can buy one day. Now that is off, so now all those people with deep pockets, I welcome you to come and buy as many raffle tickets as possible so we can sell the raffle out. And so to do it, you can go to mslalberta.com, so Minister Special License Alberta, and $20 a ticket, and it's all done online, and it's a pretty slick system. You can go online, buy as many tickets as you want, pay with your credit card, and it's all entered electronically, and the draw is done electronically.
I guess, if you kind of looked at it from a different perspective, this is really Alberta hunters contributing yet again to the conservation of these animals that we do enjoy to go out and hunt, and providing funds so that conservation work on habitat or understanding diseases, all of that can take place because they participated in purchasing these tickets.
Yeah, absolutely. It's once again, like you say, hunters hunting, basically putting their money where their mouth is. What's important to them, they're willing to support kinds of this. But I mean, the reality is Alberta seems to be a location where people like to support charities. We look at the 50-50 draws of the hockey games; they go crazy there. Albertans are just willing to put money towards those important things that we as Albertans see as important out there. So the conservation activity for these species is important to hunters, and we usually get a lot of support. Historically, MSL raffles have done very well, so we're hoping we'll see that again this year.
Is that a unique thing to Alberta? Are there other jurisdictions that do something similar, Todd? As
far as I understand, yeah, there are definitely other jurisdictions to do it. I'm not aware of in Canada if there's other provinces, but certainly in the States they have various auctions and raffles for licenses for the same sort of idea, to try and raise funds to help for the conservation of the species.
And the big draw will take place when?
It is August 11th, I believe, is the draw date. Yeah, so you can buy them up to August 10th.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. Now's the time to get out there and buy as many of those special raffle tickets as you want. And good luck with the big announcement coming up later on in August. Till next time, everyone, I'm Michael Short. Come on, let's go outdoors.